Infinity is not a number. Infinity is defined as a concept or an idea. The idea that something cannot be ending is not possible to imagine in the real world. To explain the concept of infinity, it's best we dive into the realm of the unimaginable, a different universe. Welcome, dear traveler, to Hilbert's Hotel. Picture this, a hotel that has a hallway stretching endlessly into the cosmic distance. This hotel has an infinite amount of single rooms. Each door bears a number, and all doors are numbered in order from 1 to infinity. Welcome to Hilbert's Paradox of the Grand Hotel. This hotel has an infinite amount of rooms that can only fit one person, but an endless hallway of room after room. Each room is numbered such that the first person is numbered room 1, the second room is numbered room 2, and so on. This hotel extends to the infinite multiverse. It houses everyone and everything. And right now, it's full. But our friend Rune is on queue. He needs a place to stay. He speaks to the receptionist, and sure enough, all rooms are full in the infinite hotel. What does he do now? Well, he can either exit the hotel and freeze to death in the infinite purgatory out of bounds, the bridge between universes, or...
Attention all guests of the Hilbert Grand Hotel. Would you please move to the room of the number 1 greater than your own? Thank you for your attention.
Or he can do that. Each guest moves to the room to the right. The person in room 1 goes to room 2, guest 2 moves to room 3, and so on. Now, room 1 is vacant. Rune can sleep snugly in his multiverse bed, comfortably resting in room 1. As Rune is sleeping, the receptionist checks his computer, and it says that the hotel is now full. All rooms can hold 1 guest, and all guests have 1 room. Because of this, it's also to note that Malik is earning infinite money.
What's that outside?
Suddenly, a car that is infinitely longer comes up. Let's call it the Infinity Car. Out comes an infinite number of sirens. But the hotel is still full.
Oh,
Malik has no rooms left, but his hotel is infinite, so he has an idea. He tells everyone in the hotel to move to the room with the number of double their previous room, such that a person in room X moves into the room that is twice the value of X. Now all the even rooms are taken. Since there are an infinite number of rooms, everyone can still get a room. All of the odd number rooms, however, are now free for all of the Simons. Of course, that wasn't the last of it. Because of the perfect accommodation, cars are now arriving in an infinite number, all of them from different dimensions and all infinitely long. What's the poor receptionist gonna do? To make sure there's enough room for every person from every bus and the people already staying at the hotel, we'll use prime numbers. The receptionist goes to the PA.
everyone currently staying at the hotel, please move to a room that is 2 to the power of what your current room number is. If you're in room 3, then go to 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, so move to room 8, and so on. For the people in the cars, please follow this format instead. If you're in car 1, you'll be assigned the pile number of 3. From here, we'll take your seat number. So if you're sitting at seat 3, you'll be assigned the hotel room 3 to the power of 3, which would be 27. This will also continue on. The same goes for the other cars. However, instead of the prime of 3, the next car will be assigned the next prime number, which means car 2 will be assigned the prime of 5, car 3, 7, car 4, 11, and so on. Euclid's theorem says that prime numbers go on forever. That is to say, there's an infinite number of primes. Prime numbers are numbers who are in the simplest forms and cannot be broken down. Assigning a prime number for each car and assigning rooms to all passengers such that the room is the car assigned prime number to the power of the seat on the car, we can get everybody a unique room.
Once everyone goes into their assigned rooms, we hit our final problem. Melik takes a breath of fresh air outside as he has finally sorted everyone into a room, only to see one last infinite car arrive late. This bus, however, is different. Everyone on this bus is a real number, R. That includes fractions, irrational numbers such as pi or e, 1/2, the square root of 2. Every single number is on this bus. For this one, he stops. He looks at the bus, and he hands in his resignation. He can't do anything, and there is a really good reason why. Whereas all the other cars have had countable infinities, this car has an uncountable infinite amount of people.
To put it lightly, it's an infinity that you can't count. Let's say we take the infinity that the car has, all the real numbers. How do you start counting? You have room 0, and then room 0.00... Well, we know there is a 1 at the end, but we can't define what that looks like. Therefore, we can't even begin to count. The amount of numbers from 0 to 1 alone are already too much for us to handle in the Hilbert's hotel. So that concludes the story of how the hotel shut down. So, what did we learn from this? We learned that there are different sizes of infinity. Of course, you have the standard 1, 2, 3, but you can also say all the even numbers are an infinite. 2, 4, 6, and there are incountable infinities where you can't even start counting, such as the car that finished off the Hilbert's hotel. 0, and, well, something.